Oh, shit. What's going on, everybody? My bad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a good day. Last night, The Walking Dead has returned for season 11. Okay, I'm excited because this is the last season of The Walking Dead. Hopefully they end this on a good note and they send the show off with a bang. They started off season 11 pretty good, and today is going to be my Walking Dead season 11 episode 1 review. Now there will be some spoilers in this review, so if you have not seen The Walking Dead season 11 episode 1, click off of this video, go watch that, and then come back, because we're going to share thoughts, we're going to share opinions, and we are going to talk about the episode as a whole. So without further ado, let's get into this review. Wow. Fire. All right. Starting off, one of the things that I liked about the episode was Daryl's leadership role. Now, this is, I think, my first Walking Dead review, which is funny because there's been 11 seasons, I haven't done any. But Daryl has never been my favorite character until as of late, obviously, because he's picked up more of a leadership role since Rick has departed from the show. Now, what I really like is I think that he's taking on a big role as the leader of, also, let's say, Alexandria, and he's got some big shoes to fill because Rick was the man. All right. Now, if you're guessing who my favorite character is, which is funny because my original favorite character, starting from season 1 all the way up until his demise, was Glenn. Negan killed Glenn. Negan is not my favorite. He was my favorite character since he was introduced in the comics. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But Daryl is starting to turn into somebody that I enjoy watching on the show. And they're giving him this leadership role. What I'm interested to see is when they bring in this Rick Grimes movie that we're supposed to have, or if they bring Rick in on season 11, part 2, which is like the second half of it. If Rick comes back, I will be interested to see him and Daryl's reunion, because Daryl has kept most people alive. You know, we're not going to talk about the Whisperers or what they did, but Daryl has been able to keep these people alive and build upon what Rick has left them with. So I want to see that reunion. The next thing, Eugene and company and the Commonwealth. So we are getting closer to seeing the Commonwealth come to life on screen. Most of you that read the comics know about the Commonwealth and know what happens there, what goes on. So I'm interested to see how this plays out, man. They're doing a good job right now. And the funny thing is not everything that we're seeing on the screen is coming straight from the panel. It's not all comic book stuff. So that's, you know, we're getting the best of both worlds, I hope, because a lot of times, and I know y'all know this, but when you have something that's being adapted from either a comic book or some source material, when the producers and the show writers start to deviate away from that, not looking good. Game of Thrones season 8. Let's just talk about that. Anyway, I like Mercer. Mercer was the perfect casting. My guy looks just like him, and he's got that menacing like look to him. Dog, they did a good job with that one. That casting was fire. They always get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a few castings that you're kind of like, man, where did you get that? Because that's not what the but a few of them, the only 2 castings that I think were not from this, that didn't look like their comic book counterparts but worked, were the Governor and Negan. Okay, the Governor, what's his name that played the Governor? Hold on, David Morrissey. The Governor and him, the Governor from the comics and David Morrissey look nothing alike. Okay, but he played that menacing role so well that it worked. Same thing with Negan. They didn't look anything alike apart from the costume design, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan was going to knock it out. When he was casted, we all knew, yeah, it was going to be on point, and it is. He's phenomenal as Negan. Anyway, moving on. Now let's talk about the subway scene. And I remember reading an article, and they said they were going to give us Negan and Maggie straight out the gate. Like, this beef that they've got, rightfully so. If if I was a woman and you killed my husband, I'm gonna try to fuck you up. Point blank, period. But they gave us the beef right off the bat. She's not listening to anything this guy says. He doesn't have any say. It's just straight away, just beef, and I love it. Okay, so there's a scene where they're in the subway and they're talking, and Maggie, first of all, when Negan tried to save Gage and he saved him, he had that walker, he looked around and nobody was there. Nobody was going to even help him. They were like, bro, you on your own, dog. If you die, shit. Oh well. They were not going to save Negan. Negan already knows that Maggie is planning on taking him away from the group, taking him away from Alexandra and executing him right there because Negan killed Glenn. And you'll never forget something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I like the whole Negan already caught on. He was like, bro, I already know what you're about to do. So what's up? Right here. Right here. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Negan's a real one for that. Gage and the other dude, I can't remember his name, they dip off, which was weird to me. I don't get it, why you would do that. But Gage has always been a character that I didn't really care about. So I was like, if he dies, he dies. Whatever, bro. He probably should have died with the Whisperers, and then his story didn't do anything. Nothing came from him surviving that, bro. Like, who cares? Gage, get out of here. I do like the whole thing where Yumiko's brother is still alive somehow, and he's part of the Commonwealth, and that causes her to want to stay. That came from the comics. Michonne's daughter was in the Commonwealth, so I like that. That was cold as hell. We had to get something from the comic. Now let's talk about the end of the episode. Let's leave this short and simple. At the end of the episode, when they're going up on the bus and everything, and Negan goes right before Maggie, and Maggie's climbing up, and the walkers are trying to get her, and she's about to slip off, and my dude Negan was like, and she was like, Negan! And he was like, damn, that's crazy. Well, see you later. He just dipped off and she fell off the thing. But you already know that's not gonna go over well. You already know. She's gonna survive. Obviously, it's Maggie, and she's gonna beat the shit out of Negan. It's gonna be fun. Walking Dead season 11 episode 1. My camera's about to die, so I'm trying to hurry this up. The Walking Dead season 11 episode 1 started us off real good. Nobody died, which is like, they're trying to get away from that mantra where somebody's going to die episode 1, mid-season, and then the finale. They're trying to get away from that, which is cool because it's too expected, and you're always sitting like, who's going to die? And nobody dies, and then you're just like, man, nobody fucking died. Like, we're starting to get away from that, and we're starting to story build, which is good. Angela Kang is doing a great job with the show. I really hope that they don't get too high of themselves and get too far away from source material and ruin the show on the last season. We don't want a repeat of Game of Thrones season 8. That is not where we need to go with this show. But hey, man, The Walking Dead season 11 has kicked off. I'm going to continue to do Walking Dead reviews because I love the show, and I hope you guys do too. Those of us that are still watching the show, I know you guys love the show for what it is, so I'm going to bring you guys these reviews. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about the episode. Let's have a discussion. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.